There. Okay, now we've started.
Oh shit.
Okay, so wow, that peaked. Anyways, yeah. So welcome to our very first episode ever of the Savage Pie.
This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Okay? We've been having a lot of fun with some of these topics. This is gonna be crazy.
Okay. Yeah. So probably what we should. Well. Yeah. Probably what we should start with is who we are. So I guess I'll start. I am Pie Truck. I've done a bit of streaming before in the past, but I've never done any kind of debate topics. I've never really done like a podcast like this. I used to stream Stronghold Crusader a little bit earlier this year, which was lots of fun, but I kind of fell off doing that.
The Nuzlocke?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did. I did the Nuzlocke too. That wasn't streamed though. That was just recording.
Yeah, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
Still fun. Good.
Yeah. So like Savage said, I do a lot of Pokemon type stuff here and there with like different challenge runs and things like that on the games. I've also done a lot of Pokemon data analysis where I'll take the charts and I'll do a bunch of calculations to kind of figure out like what things are better than other things in the series, stuff like that. But basically,
yeah, he's a Pokemon power scaler. Like an S tier Pokemon power scaler.
I wouldn't say S tier.
No, well,
there's
you wouldn't say S tier.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say S tier.
Yeah, but like the stuff that I've done, kind of like to go kind of off of the podcast. Like I have a history of like just I do a lot of like for my actual work. I do a lot of like data analysis, a lot of data entry type stuff. So I just have a lot of experience with that. And I also have a lot of experience with like I do a lot of other creative projects kind of just in the like here and there kind of in the background with because I actually went to college for game development, which did not pan out for the job I ended up getting, but I'm okay with it because I learned a lot from it. And I'm using that knowledge now to do a whole bunch of side projects, whether it's like Android apps that I'm building, or if it's like I do a lot of writing now, and I do a lot of like I want to actually start basically writing comics, and I'm almost to that point right now. But anyways, so that's enough about me. Let's talk about you.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, let's start it off. Okay, so I got into this whole thing because I love the Versus community. The whole idea of it is really fun. I've always loved, even when we were kids, because we've known each other since we were kids. We've kind of all played like fighting games. Like Naruto was huge for us when we were kids, and we'd have like 5 or 6 characters just beating the shit out of each other, and we'd take lots. We'd do tournaments, right? So like the Versus community for me was always one of those things that it was just kind of it was a wholesome community. I know there's like a lot of nastiness that gets spread about it just because it's like a lot of people that get into the community that don't really they're expecting to just I think it's to just kind of take wins right out the gate, and they don't really get them, so they get kind of salty. Either way, I'm a fan of the community. I got into it just because like again, like I really like anime. I like manga. I like reading manga. I have no problem going through scans for a little bit to kind of pick my brain. It's easy too. Like I mean, not easy doing the work, but it's kind of easy getting your points out once you know what you want to say and know who you're arguing. Like we had some really fun topics today. We're gonna get into later, yeah. but like. Yeah, I had to do something and say something today I didn't really want to say, and it kind of threw off my day. We're just we'll get into it later.
Yeah, we'll get to that point.
But yeah, like I'm a combat sports fanatic. Like I love all forms of combat sports. UFC is one of those things. Like Western MMA is cool for me. I like Eastern MMA. I like whatever. I'll watch Russian Sambo if I have to. You know, like, I mean, I just like watching people punch people in the face. It doesn't really matter. Like, obviously the level matters, and I have my favorite fighters and whatnot, but I'm just a combat sports fan. I'm a martial arts hobbyist. I've done martial arts since I was a kid. I've always been just kind of a fan of smashing things and kicking things and punching things, and then watching people do it is really entertaining. So, you know, that's like a little bit about me, right? Like, I'm trying to get into the versus community. I think I'm gonna, once I start taking some more losses and get humbled a bit more, that's probably gonna change my game up. I've just been kind of, I'm a scrub tier debater, and I've been hitting scrub tier debaters. So pretty soon I'm gonna get humbled.
Yeah.
Pretty soon I'm gonna get humbled. But I think, well, we got a couple things that we were gonna talk about today, right? I think, well, Pie Truck, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? What do you want to start with?
What are you looking at?
What do you want to start with? What do you want to start with? Do you want to do debate topics right away, or
we could put, what were some of the other items that we had there?
you want to talk about some mangas that we're getting into?
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to tell them about Finded?
Finded?
Can we tell them
probably
about
should
Finded?
tell them about Finded. So we probably should start this off by saying Savage is a huge fan of Berserk. And so
just a gut stan.
yeah, like heavy. So he's been showing me all of like this tons of Berserk stuff like for the past couple of weeks now, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been getting into the series as well. I think it's a really good series. But the one thing that he did show me was the Berserk intro from it was 1998 anime, right?
The 97.
Oh, 97 anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the English isn't great.
Okay, no, that's not true. It is literally the best broken English I've ever heard, okay? And it's kind of like, it's hard to explain how good it is. You guys honestly have to go listen to the track.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
maybe we'll put a link to the track in the description of the video.
We
just
should
so people, if you haven't heard it, click on the link and check it out. 'Cause
Yes.
it's actually really good. with lyrics.
with lyrics and out of context, it is even better.
Yeah.
That that was the thing that we were talking about the other day. We might end up doing a series later on. That's up to you guys if you guys want to see it or not. We're gonna do out of context Berserk, and just see what you guys want to do with it.
Yeah. Just take a Berserk panel, take away all of the text, and just see what people think is happening.
You tell us what's going on. I actually like that one. Yeah, there's like a couple. What are we gonna start reading? What's the next manga that we're gonna start reading?
We were looking at a bunch of different ones. You wanted me to read the rest of Berserk.
You got Spice and Wolf that you're starting.
Yeah, I wanted to look at that. It's a long one, and I need to figure out where the anime ends so I can start reading from that point.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Probably.
Are you gonna rewatch the series and then get into it?
I don't have it, but
I will find it for you.
Our friend has it. I might borrow it from him. He always borrows my stuff, so I can borrow his stuff sometimes too.
Okay, that's fair. That is fair. Either way, we'll get it done. Yeah, because we found a manga site and it is amazing.
Yeah,
it works. So we've been kind of getting a lot of ideas for series that you guys that we want to read. If anybody has any good ideas, I mean, I'm not doing Fruit Basket. I'm not playing. I'll throw hands for Fruit Basket. Oh yeah, and can we get some F's in the chat for Saitama? Okay, Popeye versus everyone, everything, everywhere. Okay, I don't care. I'm Popeye standing now.
It's okay. So before the episode of Death Battle came out, where it has Popeye versus Saitama, Savage decided that it would be a good idea to go heavy on the idea that Popeye would win the fight, hands down. And you were doing it as a joke.
I didn't mean any of it. I swear to God. I didn't mean any of it.
And as we were watching the episode, he's like, "Oh dear, what have I done?"
As soon as Popeye blacked the sun's eye, we were like, "Oh no, oh no!" And now I'm stuck with it. And now it's become a meme. and I'm saying here, and I have a witness. I said it was gonna happen in a vicious fashion. I was saying just downright nasty things about how it was gonna go down with Saitama. And when it happened, I just felt gross about it. You know,
it's one of those things where you predict it, but you don't expect it to happen. And so when it does happen, you just feel like it's entirely your fault.
I just straight up wanted to be a Saitama detractor for a couple seconds, and the way that it panned out just felt nasty. It just felt gross, okay? It did not feel good.
No, I thought that it was going to be a tie. I thought they were going for a tie, because that's usually what they do with the season finales. Yeah. Not all of them, but some of them.
Well, and because of the character traits, right? Yeah, like
exactly.
He was pretty dead set on the whole tie idea, and I was kind of with him, like logically. With obviously outside of my argument, I was like, yeah, it's probably gonna be a tie. But I was like, just for the sake of the argument, I was like, no. Popeye solos. Popeye just throws hands. He doesn't get killed. And I don't know anything about Popeye. The last thing I watched from Popeye, I was like 5 years old, maybe, with my biological mother, and then that was it. It was like a movie, and I don't even remember anything in it. But I don't remember him being a planet buster. I don't remember him being 4-dimensional. I don't remember any of that. I don't remember Popeye just refusing to be shut off and slapping up his author. I don't remember any of that. I wasn't expecting any of that.
It's stinking crazy. Like, you think you know something, but then once someone dives into it and like actually gives you the context, you're like, this is so much worse than I expected.
It was terrible. We were kind of laughing about it at the end, but I was like, oh no, Mike, this was bad.
Yeah, it's kind of like with the other one. Our next topic there. Good segue into it is the Pokemon versus Naruto one, where you said off the gate, you're like, I don't really know much about Pokemon, but I think it's mid to low diff, and you tell me that, and I'm like, no, low diff, low difficulty. The Pokemon get stomped.
Yes, yes, right out the gate. We got this guy, and he was kind of being weird about it. He put Charizard and Pikachu, so level 100 Charizard and a Pikachu.
And he gave them the Mega Evolution for Charizard and Dynamax for the Pikachu.
Yeah, and threw them against Hashirama, and it was okay. Because I know Naruto, and I was like, this doesn't. I don't know about this, but
yeah, and I don't know as much about Naruto, but I know a lot about Pokemon, and I know that Pokemon don't really dodge attacks successfully very often.
Yeah, there's things in their moveset that have to allow them to dodge attacks. It was just such a weird hill for this guy to die on. Mike and I ended up having to watch some clips.
Yeah, I had to show because Savage he hasn't seen a lot of Pokemon stuff, and I have, and I'm like, okay, so here's the Charizard X versus Mewtwo fight that was referenced in the debate, and here's what else did I show you?
The Entei thing.
Oh yeah, the Entei fight. I showed you that too.
The Entei thing was crazy. Yeah, the Magmar. Oh, the Magmar one.
The Magmar, yeah.
Yeah. So, the Mewtwo one is okay. So for all the people out there, that say Red's Charizard soloed Mewtwo, you're high, and I'll fist fight you. Because what happened is, we know for a fact, and I know nothing about Pokemon. I know nothing, okay? I know absolutely nothing. And I know that there was a Gengar, there was an Articuno, and I know, what's his name? Red?
Yeah.
Red said when he looked at his Charizard Pokeball, he said, "You're my last hope," or something. I'll go back and I'll read the manga. Don't you dare me to fucking read the manga, because I will read it. He looked at his Pokeball and he said, "You're my last hope." And he threw the Pokeball. And the Pokeball, how many trainers? There was a Lapras. And then, and Red always carries
6 Pokemon. Every Pokemon trainer has 6 Pokemon.
Pi showed me a scan. No, not a scan. It was a site with all of Red's parties in it. So we know which party he had, given the 4 Pokemon that we've seen. So there were 2 other Pokemon. So either they weren't able to beat a Mewtwo, so he thought they were kind of useless, or he already wasted them. But we know that Mewtwo took shots from Articuno, and we know that he fought Gengar first. And he beat Gengar first. And I know that that's not good. Yeah. I know that's not good for Red. So for all the people saying that Red's Charizard soloed, he didn't solo. He got lucky. And that Mewtwo is nerfed. It's not an anime Mewtwo.
Yeah. I was also explaining that because when it comes to, and that's why you were mentioning the manga there, like you'll read the manga, and I'm like, the manga is a different universe again. Because Pokemon does not operate in the manga and the anime and the games are the same universe. They all have different rules that they play by. And it makes it very difficult to do power scaling because you have to determine which universe you're operating within.
Yeah,
because you can't say like Charizard beat Mewtwo in the anime episode in Generations, which is supposed to be in the games universe, where Charizard versus Mewtwo in the anime was just
it was a wash.
Yeah, like Charizard just gets wrecked by Mewtwo in the anime, as opposed to in the games it being more of a balanced fight. And so you can't really say that Charizard beat anime Mewtwo. You have to say that he beat games version Mewtwo.
Anime Mewtwo killed Ash. He said, fuck the power of friendship, and he killed Ash. I seen it.
But then the power of friendship brought him back to life.
I know, but he still killed him. He still killed him. And then what else did he did?
Yeah, and they were the debaters were actually trying to scale the Charizard Pikachu up to legendary Pokemon.
Yes.
And it's like, what legendary Pokemon? What universe of legendary Pokemon are we talking about here? All that kind of stuff.
Well, exactly. And how did it come? Oh, the Kurama thing. Kurama got scaled to the giant metal Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I don't know what they were talking about. They're like, oh yeah, Kurama is just a big Pokemon from the Island of Giant Pokemon. And so I went and I showed Savage the entire Island of Giant Pokemon episode to show him that was a garbage statement, because like the Island of Giant Pokemon, the giant Pokemon are just stinking automatons. They're just big machines. They don't have any powers. They don't have any abilities. Like, they can shoot water and shoot fire, but that's about it. They're slow. They're easy to destroy. They get destroyed by a minecart. And so you can't really say that Kurama equals that, because that's disingenuous to Kurama and what Kurama can do and what Kurama can withstand when it comes to durability.
It was they were just so gross. They were just being so gross. So we started a troll, right? So the one thing Pie Truck was stressing to me was that the trainers always make a significant difference. So I was like, okay, well, what's stopping Hashirama from killing the trainer with a kunai? And he's like, nothing. So that was the question I posed. I was like, okay, well, fuck the Pokemon. If you guys are gonna just like use your Pokemon to rush down Hashirama, what happens if Hashirama just kills him with a kunai?
Kills the trainer.
Yeah, it kills the trainer. And then nobody had a response. They just let it go. I was like, okay, so you guys can't protect your trainer. The debate went dead. Everybody kind of like crickets. And then one guy came with his tumbleweed, his poncho, his hat, and his old busted cigar, started swinging his pistols around like doo 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 doo. And he's like, you just put the trainer on Charizard. And then he walked out into the fucking sunset. That was it.
And we just stood there and we're like, snap, I guess we'll just leave. We'll just give it to him.
That tracks, yeah. You know, they don't win the fight, but you know what? They got that point. And it took them so long, and that guy had nothing to do with the debate at all. He came in as a stand-in for one of the other guys because they bowed out, and that was his only point. His only point was, you just put the trainer on Charizard, and then walked out. He didn't want to win. He just wanted us to sound dumb because we were dunking on everybody. Everybody was getting it. Like 6 or 7 different guys walked out.
To be fair, it worked. He did make us sound stinking dumb.
He did make us sound dumb because we watched the Entei fight, and it literally happens in
the Entei fight that we had just watched.
And we didn't consider it.
Oh, man.
Okay. You guys want to hear something terrible? You guys want to hear something terrible? Somebody made me say something terrible today. You guys see my avatar, right? Baki. You see, today was stupid. We had a good day, but today was stupid. I met a stupid. And this type of stupid, it's almost contagious because he's breeding his own little echo chamber. And I wish it wasn't happening. But this is why you have to have like good reasonable discourse. You can't just, as much as I want to go around like kidney punching things, I just can't. I just can't. So like I beat these dudes up in other ways. You know? Like I get creative on them. So I saw you guys obviously, well, I mean, if you don't know much about My Hero Academia, I mean, I don't know much either. I'm going to start reading. But if you guys know who All Might is, you guys know that All Might is a fucking problem. We're talking like you're just a serious threat, right? So Pie Truck and I broke down a debate topic today that hit me right in the strata chocolata. This dude said Baki solos All Might. Baki beats All Might low diff. And I didn't know what to do. Because I got called out for it. Like, I thought when I first read it, I was like, oh, fuck. I have to, like, just get crushed this one. Because I thought I was debating for Baki, right? Because Baki's my fucking dude. I stand the guy hard. So I was assuming I was going to have to debate for Baki. And that's not what happened at all. I had to... What did I have to do? What did I have to do?
You had to... Well, the guy was saying that Baki beats All Might, so you had to tell the guy why that doesn't make any sense. And you had to debate against Baki.
And it hurt a lot. It actually, you know... It's probably the most one-sided fight I've ever had Baki in.
Yeah, it's and that's what, like, again, you don't know My Hero Academia. No. I know a little bit about My Hero Academia, and I kind of know how All Might's works in that series, at least generally. And I was kind of, because, like, once he told me about the fight, I'm like, yeah, All Might just kind of wins. And it's like, well, maybe not, because you have to consider when in the series they're fighting. And so I'm like, well, there's one point in the series where All Might goes from being stupid, powerful, to basically being useless. And I haven't watched too much further in the series, so I don't know if he somehow comes back later. The bait was for current All Might.
Yeah.
And it's like, you either have a character that is, like what level would you put him at? Like
All Might?
Yeah. In the video I showed you. The one where he's versing All for One.
Okay, All Might is clearly a mountain buster.
Yeah.
High level mountain buster.
Yeah, and it's like, you either have him at mountain busting or you have him as regular feeble man. And there's not really an in-between where he can fight well and, like, doesn't have the All for One powers anymore. Oh, what are you looking up there? One second, we're looking up something here.
Oh, I'm just okay. Yeah, just because there were some gigaton feats, there were a lot of gigaton feats that Baki just can't contend with. Like, the guy was saying that Yujiro. How did it happen? Yujiro is country.
Oh yeah, he was saying Yujiro was country level because he beat an army, and then I countered that by saying, like, that's not how power scaling works. If I went, if like, let's say you, because I'm not a fighter, you're a fighter. Let's say you went into a country and just punched every single person in that country. Does that make you country level? Like, is that how power scaling works?
Can we get Seth, the programmer, in here to figure this out for us?
Yeah.
If I go around punching everyone once in a country, like if I went to Korea, for instance, and I just started punching everyone in Korea and nobody beat me in a fight, would I be like small country level? Is that Can we set the programmer to clarify this, because I'm lost. I don't know. Maybe I'm not doing power scaling right, but we're we're kind of in a weird spot right now.
Do you get breaks in between each person?
I don't know. I see, like,
because we know that Yoshiro is Yoshiro, right?
Yujiro.
I got his name wrong. Yujiro. We know Yujiro had breaks. He didn't fight every single person in the entire enemy force in the same day.
No, and he didn't fight them head on. They have guns. If he would have fought an army head on, they would have killed him. That's like they have the only person in Baki that I've seen that can eat bullets is Biscuit, because he took those fucking shotgun shells to the chest, and Spec shot himself in the face, right, with the pistol, shot himself right in the face. Hariyama too. Hariyama literally ate a bullet. Like, I mean, nothing to show. Like, Yujiro has never shown the ability to just be able to shrug off an onslaught of bullets. He's not Goku. He just doesn't. He doesn't have a key ability that he can turn on to just like make a wall of energy that's gonna stop. So it was kind of a weird argument. So I had Pie Truck break some scenes down for me. We watched some death battles, got some scans, watched a couple different fights with All Might, even at this like nerfed form, I guess. Like, it was All Might versus All For One.
Yeah, All Might versus All For One.
And All For One, man, even like the All For One thing, even when All For One is at his weakest, or no, All Might, even when All Might is at his weakest during that All For One fight, I don't think any Baki character is eating those punches.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like,
any. And Yujiro killed the elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It was kind of a weird one. I'm see, this is the cool thing. This is the cool thing about the two sides of our debating tactics, because I'm really brash and aggressive, and Mike's logistic, like all logistics, right? Like it's how things actually work rather than how I want them to work. So it works to have the numbers, right? And to have even here, like I can take L's. I have no problem taking L's, especially to Mike, because I know sometimes I'm gonna say incredulous shit, and I don't mean to, but I do, just for like the sake of the argument, and then that's where he capitalizes, because he won't ever overstep. He's like, I'll take it, and it's good because it keeps me humble.
Yeah,
and it makes it like it gives me ammunition and gives me options the next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially for
I think that like the two of us actually have a really good debating dynamic because of like our varied experiences in this type of stuff. Like, I have a lot more experience with numbers and things, and you have a lot more experience with actual like fighting tactics and like combat prowess and like training and stuff, right?
Yeah. Because
you've actually done that.
I think, yeah, like it works. Like our styles work, because it's one of those things that even if we know that something if we know a debate's going to come up, but I mean, both of us are the type of debaters that are willing to get our information. It's not like we fly off the seat of our pants or anything, right? Like, it's not like that. It's just like we both have different styles of preparation. Both have different styles of preparation.
Yeah.
But they both get the same goal, and they usually, like, I don't know, but I mean, in our respective fields, I think we both do okay. I think we both have pretty successful debating styles. Again, like a lot of my wins come from just me being like arrogant, I think, and being confident in what I'm saying, knowledgeable and confident. But I mean, I've taken some L's too because of my confidence. I actually got smoked in a debate one time over the Georgia Bible State law statutes, and it was rough. It was rough. But what was the other thing we were going to talk about? Well, I think the queue. Can we talk about the queue?
Oh, okay. I've been showing Brandon here some clips of the queue and just telling him like what the queue are like, because when it comes to four-dimensional beings, I don't really have much experience in like comics and stuff like that or anime, and so the only character that I know that's fourth dimensional is Q from Star Trek. And so I've just been showing them like here's Q's feats, here's what he does in the series, here's how he kind of messes with the other characters,
how he interacts with the crew.
Yeah.
Like it's Deep Space Nine, right, where he's basically useless.
Well, he just doesn't do anything.
They just put him in the space station.
Yeah. I don't remember the episode. I remember it being unremarkable. And my dad has the entire like the Q collection, which is all the episodes of like where Q shows up pretty much in the series. And there's one episode from Deep Space Nine, and I remember it being not very interesting. And it's about a character who's fourth dimensional in a very realistic scientific world, where like everything in Star Trek is supposed to be very built on real theories and real world science.
Yeah, especially the politics. Things are supposed to be grounded.
Yeah, and then you have the Q, and every time the Q shows up, it's usually some like ridiculous adventure that he takes the cast on. But the Deep Space Nine episode was just not that. It was not interesting. Maybe I'm misremembering it. I haven't watched it in a while, so it could be that.
Yeah, maybe if any of you guys watch Star Trek, have any ideas, maybe there's something that we're missing about the episode. Maybe there's some other significance with the Q in that episode. But as far as I know, and as far as Mike knows, it's kind of like this low point for it, right? It's just kind of, it's nostalgia bait.
Yeah. It did feel a lot like nostalgia bait. And that would have come out, if I'm remembering the release times right, Deep Space Nine would have been out after the end of Next Generation. And so it would be just nostalgia bait at that point. Just throwing Q into the series, because Q, like, he was a pinnacle part of the Next Generation series of Star Trek. He's in the first episode. Like, he's the one who confronts Picard right at the beginning of that of the series, right? And he's the one who is kind of almost testing Picard at that point to see how Picard handles this particular situation that he's about to get into.
And my dude looked bougie as fuck when he showed up too. He did. He looked so good. Hugh jumps on the ship, and it sets the tone for TNG. It sets the tone. Just the way that he interacts with Picard. See, I'm getting into Star Trek. I'm getting into Star Trek, and I'm a Star Wars fan. Not anymore Disney. You know what? Maybe we'll get into that one day.
Maybe we can get into it today if we have time.
We might. You know what? We might be able to break down some Star Wars stuff today. But I'm getting into TNG. I'm getting into captains and how the captains operate. I think is what my thing is with Star Trek. Like I'm learning how the captains work with their crew, and what the dynamics are. It's cool to have Pi, because he's teaching me a lot of stuff about those interpersonal dynamics and how the crews operate. Because it's in Star Wars, it's very like much so, well, old Star Wars. I don't really want to speak on the Disney stuff, but I mean pre-Disney, like characters had their roles and they were resigned to their roles. But in Star Trek, it's one of those things that those roles are it's very much like a chain, because there is a chain of command. There's certain things, like there's certain criteria that everybody has to follow. It's not like, oh, this character's a renegade and this character's like a space wizard. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, the space wizards. You know what? George Lucas brought me back with laser swords and space wizards. That's what he did. He had me gone for a minute, but then he did an article where he said he goes to cons and he says space wizards and laser swords just for the rise. And I was like, you know what? That's my dude. That's my dude. He doesn't hate Star Wars. He just hates Star Wars nerds. I can respect that.
You realize that you are one of those people.
I know. And I'm still salty about it. But I can take the L. He does it for people like me, and at least he notices. That's all it is. You know what? Give me some love, all right?
Yeah.
F's in the chat for Saitama. Let's go. Let's go. Popeye versus everything from now on. Popeye versus everything. It's crazy because I've been throwing them at everybody.
Yeah, you just like a debate shows up and it's like, yeah, but Saitama solos.
No, Popeye.
Oh, sorry, Popeye. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, wrong one.
Yeah.
Popeye solos. Just Popeye solos.
Doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, Xeno Goku. Yeah, Popeye solos. Popeye, okay, so if your author can't beat Popeye in a fist fight, then you lose.
It's sad that has to be the conditioning factor.
No, but it's true, though. Your author has to fight off Popeye and keep writing a way for your guy to win. Can he do that? And if you can't prove that he can do that, nope, not interested.
Yeah.
And since all of those mangaka, bro, all those guys are 68-pound starved Japanese dudes because their contracts are so strict, none of those guys have enough time to train heavy martial arts, bro. Don't play with me. I know this stuff, all right?
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier is... the only thing that could be Popeye is other characters who can also defy the author.
Yes. Yoo-haw versus Popeye, let's go.
Yeah.
But one thing I am curious about, though, I might... If Patrick doesn't do it, and I gain enough information, because I'm kind of getting into the Captain Kirk thing. Captain Kirk, out of all the captains, is my captain. Kirk's my captain. He's a fucking suave... just walks into the place, slapping up aliens, grabbing their bitches. He does his thing. Like, Kirk is the dude. And he beat Spock in chess 3 times, okay? Nobody on the crew beat Spock in chess. Not even the Scottish guy. Right?
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm on that Kirk train. I mean, I like Picard, and Janeway makes a solid third. And then there's who's the captain that nuked the planet? Cisco. Cisco nuked the planet.
Yeah, from Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, F's in the chat for the planet he nuked, because that happened.
Yeah.
All those aliens.
I've always been I mean, my favorite captain is Picard, and then next is I don't have enough experience with the first series.
He says that because he's Picard in real life. He's building 3D chessboards. Just reprogramming shit all the time. He just has more hair.
Yeah, that probably won't be a thing soon.
Whatever. That's why we're doing this, bro. We're getting a hair transplant, and I'm getting a mullet like Theo Vaughn. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, but you were saying, Picard.
Oh, yeah, I really like Janeway as a captain. Even though I respect Kirk, and I do think that, like, if I was to actually watch the original series, I probably would think he's one of the top 2. But I do really like Janeway. Maybe a bias because I also really liked Voyager as a series.
What is it? It's the right way, the wrong way, and the Janeway?
Exactly.
I'm learning about captains. Yeah, I'm learning. And like I said, like if Pytruck doesn't end up doing one, I fucking hope he does though. I want him to do a captains versus captains debate with somebody. We're just trying to find someone that isn't an incredulous dickhead that wants to do a legitimate debate, and then we'll try to do a long form, because the ones that we watched, they weren't very good.
They were very scripted.
Yeah, they're like, my captain's better because your captain sucks.
Yeah.
But we did learn the Spock versus Kirk thing out of one of them.
Yeah. The chess thing.
Yeah.
Which, that's a pretty good feat, just overall.
Just beating Spock at anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, beating a Spock, or Vulcan, not a Spock. I said a Spock. beating a Vulcan at anything is fucking ridiculous. And they have mind meld. I know what that is now, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. What's the Worfs? And Worfs are terrifying.
They're not Worfs. Klingons.
Whatever.
You're just calling them based on the character.
That's what I do with everything. Animals. Any animal in video games, if I get an animal given to me, or I have to have an animal companion, I always name it the thing that it is. So like if I get a horse, I name it Horse. Or if I get a dog, I name it Dog. I had a buddy one time when I was growing up that got me on this philosophy, and he's like, you don't name these animals something until they do something good in the game. Otherwise, you're already putting too much time into them. And I was like, oh, perfect. And I always went with that.
Yeah.
Like, if like The Witcher, Roach deserves his name, that's it.
Yeah.
Every other animal doesn't need a name. Link's
Doesn't
horse?
need a name.
Nope. Link's horse can be horse.
Horse.
Yeah.
What's this opponent you speak of?
Yeah.
It's definitely horse.
It's horse, bro. Just name it horse. I actually played Twilight Princess not too long ago and just named it horse.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of all the people who play stinking The Legend of Zelda games, and they just name the main character Zelda. Because they're not main games.
Yes. I love that. I love that. I wish I was one of those people. But I name my guys stupid shit like Chad or Noodle.
Noodle. Oh yeah, we're doing a Pokemon. What is it?
It's just a random run.
Randomizer on Platinum.
Yeah.
And he decided to name what's the guy's actual name?
I have no idea. But the first time we played it, because we fucked up the emulator, I named it Noodle.
And we've just been sticking to that. His name has been Noodle the entire run, even though we had to restart and both have different names now.
Yeah, both of our rivals have different names, and we both got.
I think it's Gavin. I think his name's Gavin.
Is it not Gavin?
I
know he tried to fight a Pokemon, and in our scenario, it literally would have been the worst thing. It would have been the worst thing because every grass is random, right? So everything is random. So our first grass, there was like legendaries.
Yeah.
Like, imagine just being a dude jumping into the grass trying to fist fight a Pokemon, and it's a level 4 Machamp that you have to brawl with.
You had a level 4 Machamp in the starting game.
It was a level 4 Machamp. Imagine that. Imagine being a human having to fight a level 4 Machamp in a fist fight. Fucking no. No, it's gonna molest you. But here goes Noodle. He's gonna jump in the grass. He is literally the worst rival I've ever seen. One of the dumbest people ever. Dumbest Pokemon people. Balls of Steel, like Berserk character level Balls of Steel. Like Noodle would be a Berserk character.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he, you know what, like, yeah, fucking, oh yeah, and F's in the chat for Corcus too, even though Corcus' bitch ass is a whiner. Fucking, oh god, I hate that dude. F's in the chat for Corcus though, fuck. What's the next one? What are we doing with the next one?
I think we've covered everything that we had planned to.
Somebody get in here and break the fucking queue down for us one day, okay? Somebody come down, like, give us a historian, give us, like, the meanest Trekkie. I don't care if he's, like, begrudging. I don't care if he's mean and nasty and he's got one eye. I don't care if he fucking lost a leg for the Federation. Bring a guy in here that's gonna break down the queue for us.
Yeah.
And bring somebody in reasonable that's going to do a captains versus captains debate. Even if it's not us being a part of it, just having a couple guys do it, like we would moderate it obviously if that's what you guys wanted. Like I just want to see it go down. And any debate topics that you guys want us to cover, within reason, obviously, if we have adequate.
Yeah, if we have adequate background about it. Obviously, there's going to be certain topics that we just have. Neither of us have any experience in. We've been lucky. All the debates that have happened, usually we'll have one thing that you're experienced in and one thing I'm experienced in, and so we can actually have a discussion about it. But obviously, that's not going to be the case every single time.
So even if you want us to do something, we also have a Discord. So if something comes up and you guys want us to do a topic or something, let us know in the Discord.
Oh,
and
that happened in the Pokemon debate. When we were doing the Pokemon debate, you were asking the guys in the debate for scans about like the feats of Pokemon.
Yes.
To see if they could beat Hashirama, and they literally just said, just watch the anime.
Oh my god. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I just remember when we were talking about the
wow, that happened to me.
Oh no, he said watch the movies. Watch the movies. And I broke it down. I'm like, so there's like 16 movies. They're all about like 1 hour, 1.5 to 2.5 hours. So round that out and you've got like 36 hours worth of content that you have to go through.
I had like 4 hours left to fucking beat this dude in the debate. Like I had like, I don't know, went out for...
We were grocery shopping when that happened. We were in the grocery store.
Yeah. Yeah. And this dude's like, yeah, fucking watch the fucking... He said, watch all of the movies and you'll get it. And I was like, what is that? What does that mean?
That's... Yeah, so that's part of the reason why we're better at talking about stuff that we actually know about pre-established knowledge to some kind of grounded knowledge in, because a lot of this content that we're talking about is going to be, it's going to be whatever, like 300 issues of a manga, or like 10 to 30 hours worth of video content that we have to go over if people aren't giving us exact timestamps or exact manga panels to find the information we need. And so that's why we want to focus on primarily stuff that we have some type of background in. We might, if it's a shorter manga, or if someone actually gives us kind of scans or something, maybe we'll look at other content. But typically we'll try and we like together we have tons of experience in a lot of different categories to begin with.
Yeah, it's
but obviously
crazy.
there's stuff out there that just neither of us are gonna have seen. Like neither of us have watched Demon Slayer.
Nope.
And so it's like,
but we do have friends.
We have friends who have watched it.
Yeah. So, and that's good too. We're in a community of people that are kind of knowledgeable in anime too, in terms of like what we need for information. Not so much power scaling, but information.
Yeah.
And it kind of helps in terms of like just small points, right? But yeah, like Mike said, like don't give us anything ridiculous, but it's gonna. I promise it's going to be one of those things where you're not very often going to have topics that we're not going to discuss.
Yeah, we're going to try and discuss, if people bring up topics, we'll try and discuss them. And just kind of to close out here, I think what we should talk about is just kind of what our plans are for the future. So you probably didn't notice this, but this episode's not actually live. And that's mainly because it's just the first episode that we've done. And we just kind of wanted to get a basics down for what we plan on doing with the podcast or with the videos. So just to close out here, I just want to say that what we're planning on doing is we're planning on actually doing a stream, which we're planning on doing it on Twitch. But let us know if you prefer a different platform. But from my understanding, Twitch is it's a good place to kind of do podcasts and stuff. Yeah, and so yeah, we'll do that. We said it would be like 3:00 on Saturdays.
Yep,
is when we're gonna have the podcast, and it'll be basically the same format as this, but we'll have a live chat associated with it, so we can actually kind of get feedback on some of the points we're bringing up, or maybe have some people mention topics to us while we're discussing, so we can kind of discuss those topics and things like that. And yeah, for now we're going to put that on Twitch. Again, it's Saturday at 3 p.m.
our time.
EST or ET, yeah. Eastern time. Yeah, and then we'll kind of be able to have an open forum to discuss other topics about things, whether it's power scaling versus, or even just talking about series or talking about what we've done.
I think, and that's gonna be the interesting part too. We like I said, we have the Discord, so we're gonna be plugging our stuff in the Discord as well. You guys can definitely give us debate topics. You can obviously try to, if you want to come on for a discussion, if you have a topic that you guys want to bring on. Obviously, we're not gonna do 5 or 6 man roundtables. Maybe in the future it might be something that we'll do. If
we'll look into it.
Yeah, depending on the rapport we get.
Yeah. I mean, we want to start kind of smaller and just kind of get a system going first, and then we'll kind of look into other ideas we can do.
But if you guys ever have any manga suggestions or anime suggestions,
oh yeah, if you have any suggestions for stuff you'd want us to look at, stuff you'd want us to read, then definitely let us know. And
even sci-fi too. If you guys find a new sci-fi series, hit Pie Truck up. Let him know. Let him know, because he'll tell you it's garbage to your face. Okay?
Just everything on Netflix that is sci-fi is trash.
Tell them
of it.
Tell them again.
All of it. All of the sci-fi on Netflix is garbage. Anything that's done by Netflix. I don't know why. I feel that way. I think it has something to do with the narrative structure. The way that the narrative structure, I don't know if you know this, but I know this because I'm a writer. The narrative structure that Netflix uses to write their series is 3-act structure, but they span it out in a 13 episode series. And so once you get to episode 7, 8, and 9, it is the most boring thing ever, and I hate it. And I never get past those episodes in any sci-fi on Netflix.
Because they're garbage, and they're written by monkeys.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Just a bunch of monkeys with typewriters.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you
I mean, Netflix needs a content farm, and what else? What other way can you have a content farm?
A bunch of just lefty dumb monkeys.
Tibbity tabbity on the keyboard.
Fucking social agenda. Let's get it in there. Oh, I recently got Mike. I recently got Mike into Cowboy Bebop because I've been a fan for fucking years, and I'm glad that it resurfaced. Not so. You know what? I think it's good that the Netflix show sucked because it's making people watch the anime. Okay?
Yeah.
And people are realizing how good the anime was because the fucking show was so bad. Okay?
That's what people said about Korra with the Avatar too. Oh no, not Korra. Sorry, it was the live action Avatar, which was garbage.
The movie?
Yeah, and people were saying, well, at least it got people to watch the anime. Like, it got me to watch the anime. I hadn't watched. I shouldn't call it an anime. It's a cartoon. It's from North America.
Like Death Note, all Netflix. Just if you're listening, man, Netflix. I know you're not listening, but if you're fucking listening, any of you motherfuckers, bro, I'm addressing Netflix as a country, as a person, as an entity. I don't as a thing, bro. Netflix, if you're listening, stop doing anime. Just leave them the fuck alone, bro. Make Transformers. That's what you do. From now on, you make RuPaul's Drag Race and you make Transformers. Okay? That's what you fucking do. You don't do anything else, bro. You put Baki on schedule, you don't play around it, bro, and you fucking do RuPaul's Drag Race and you do fucking Transformers, bro. Because I don't give a fuck about RuPaul's Drag Race or Transformers. Okay? That's what you do, dog. That's what you fucking do.
Have they actually announced that they're gonna do a live action Baki?
I hope not. But if they do, I hope all of the electrical outlets in Netflix malfunction.
Simultaneously.
Just at the same time. That's what I hope. I was going to say some heavy spiteful shit, and that's what you get. You get worse than spiteful. That's what you get. Y'all get worse than spiteful. Ugh. For what you did to Ajin, man, I would... Oh, for what you did to Ajin, what would I do?
I don't know.
I would have unscrew all of the light bulbs in the entire fucking building. So they're always rickety, bro. And they're always half on.
Flickering?
Yeah, they're always half on and half off.
We have a stinking light bulb right above my head in the office that flickers. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I hate this so much.
Fuck. But Cowboy Bebop, we got Pie Truck into Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop was one of those shows that I knew I was going to like because I had heard from so many people that it's one of the best anime ever made. And yeah, Brandon finally just went, hey Michael, you're watching this. You're actually going to watch this. And I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. And I've been watching it and I love it. It's really good.
The music.
It's so good. The music is amazing. It's probably one of the best soundtracks I've heard for an anime.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like up there for just film in general.
I mean, we went and we did some research. And wait, what is the I'll pull the site up right now. Where was it?
Oh, we can't talk about where that is.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get the numbers for you, but we found a site that gave us like a comprehensive list of where Cowboy Bebop is in terms of media. And it's like top 15 media of all time.
Oh, you're talking about IMDb.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can pull that up. Sorry.
Oh, you thought the manga list?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, so we're gonna go Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, it was IMDb, and we just filtered by like top rated, and it was in like top 15 of all time.
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. Wiki, there's IMDb right there. What? No.
You got the live action one, which 6.7 is higher than I expected.
Yo, no, for real. Hey, anybody in that show, I don't care how big any of you are, even the dude that plays Jet Black, I'll fight you and that Japanese dude. What's his name? Or no, the fucking Korean. I'll fight you and the Korean dude, bro, at the same fucking time for what y'all did to Ed, bro. On God, I'll fight you guys. I'll fight you guys for what you did to my boy Eddie. You made Eddie intolerable.
Netflix made Eddie intolerable, you gross people. Y'all are gross people. You guys are so fixated. Y'all are so fixated on social politics. The fact that you missed all of the fucking inclusivity inside of Cowboy Bebop is gross. You could have literally just transferred it fucking right over, and you would have been just fine.
Yeah, actually, yes, 100%. That I was surprised. I'm like, wow, there's actually like a lot of inclusivity in this show. It's like very, just, it's that's just how it is.
It's just a real ass show.
Yeah.
And it tracks. Oh, I'm getting in my feels, man. I'm getting in my feels because you touched something I really like. Even the dude that played Vicious. Why do you guys make Vicious look like a weirdo? What, like, man, Vicious was supposed to be intimidating, right? Why you guys do Eddie like a weirdo? Why? You know what? No, go on with your bad self. I hope you guys do Baki in real life and the actor goes crazy on set. I hope you guys do what his mom did. Put him in a lab, make him all nuts. He learns a bunch of kung fu just for Netflix Baki, and then he just goes crazy on set. And you guys have a real life Baki incident. That's what I hope. I hope Netflix gets that.
Okay.
So IMDb. Oh, that was my rant. Sorry about that. They hit me hard.
You gotta go. Just go to IMDb's homepage.
IMDb's homepage.
And then there should be like somewhere where you can just say top rated.
Top rated. Bam. Nope. You know what? We'll save the topic for another time. We'll find it.
Yeah, we can't find it right now. Okay, so I think we're good for today. Like we've pretty much gone an hour now.
Yeah, we put in an hour, and
so yeah, let's just close it. Any closing thoughts, closing statements before we?
F's in the chat for Saitama. Let's go.
Yeah, just more of those.
All of them. Send them out. Send them out. The fact that I'm stuck with Popeye now. The fact that I made this fucking happen. I'm embracing it. Yeah. I'm embracing it. I might start doing Popeye fiction.
He is going full Popeye stan.
I almost switched Baki for Popeye because of my prediction. Yeah. I was like laughing today. I was like, maybe I should have put Popeye in a fucking gray hoodie. Oh yeah, okay, so the Find It thing.
Oh wait, did we not go over that? I thought we did.
Did we finish it?
I think we might have got distracted, but we really need to. Yeah, we were talking about it, but we never actually explained Find It specifically.
The reason why Find It is a thing is because we got heavy into Berserk. The theme song itself, we are gonna plug it. We'll put the link to the video
in the description of this video. You can check that out.
It's probably best to watch. We'll put the lyrics video in.
Yeah, we'll put the lyrics one in.
Yeah.
Because like just seeing it with because I'm gonna be real with you guys right now. If you listen to the song without lyrics, you will not know what they're saying. But they are speaking English, but you will not know what they're saying.
So, it's so much guesswork.
It took us. How long did it take? Like, we've been listening to this song for like 2 weeks now, and we still don't know the lyrics. And we've watched the video with lyrics
side by side, and you can literally forget them as soon as you shut the lyric video off.
Yeah. So Find It is from that music video.
It is.
It's an actual word that is used in that video. Legitimately.
And Find It gear is coming, guys. Find It gear is coming. Right, so we're gonna do Find It shirts. We're gonna do Find It Not Found hats. Find It Not Found sweaters.
Yeah.
The whole the reason Not Found is a thing is because it's, again, like it's the Find It thing is from the song. Yeah. But the Not Found thing is a play on words that Mike added, and it's actually cool because it gives our clothing a little bit of depth, and again we get a funny play on words. And once you guys see our logo, you're gonna see what we're all about. We got a logo in progress. That's the other thing. The 2 more episodes of these guys, you get to see these guys for 2 more episodes. That's it, and then they're getting shelved.
1 or 2.
Oh, 1 or 2.
Yeah, definitely the next one. but maybe we'll have new avatars the episode after that.
Ooh. And then we get our logo. We're gonna put our logo up soon. You guys are gonna see our logo. Again, we're gonna plug the Discord in the description as well. So if you guys want to engage in the Discord, we're open for any topics. Don't be ridiculous, obviously, but send something our way. Like, I like war, man. I like combat. I'm in it. You wanna send some fuckery? Send me some fuckery. Let's go. Like, I'll fucking throw Popeye at you. I'll debate Popeye with you all day. Send us that hot shit. But don't throw any type of Pokemon debate this way, man. I'm telling you, Mike will eat you up. He'll eat you up. Eat you up. Let's go. So anything you guys want to do, you let us know. You let us know, because we're pretty open for discussion. Like, you would have to be ridiculous for us to, honestly, you'd have to be a pretty ridiculous person for us to not engage with you. We've got a really expansive friends group, and that's been for like a long time.
Oh yeah,
very inclusive friends group as well. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all over the place.
All over the fucking place. And I mean, yeah. So it's good. It's gonna be some good topics that we're gonna have some good topics. You guys can throw us pretty much anything you want. Engage in the Discord. Hit us up in the comments section, and we'll open.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, don't fucking forget to like and subscribe.
Okay.